Today we're going to talk about social media. Why? Because on my Instagram page, if you've been following that, which if you have, thank you. I appreciate that. But if you've been watching, I just crossed over 10,000 organic followers on that platform. And then we just crossed over 4,000 subscribers here on YouTube. And I wanted to break that down. What are the things that I'm actively learning right now that will help you go from 1,000 to 10,000? Because the things that you'll need to learn and understand to build your platform to get to that first 1,000 on YouTube or Instagram is just going to be different. But once you start to get in the groove, there's another level of understandings that you need. And what's cool is I'm just not your average social media guy. A year and a half ago, I didn't exist anywhere on social media. I built my entire real estate business, my entire sales platform going door to door without any social media. Why? I didn't want to waste time, and I didn't have the lens that I have now. And I didn't see it as a leveraging point to get more exposure and help more people with the product that I was offering. But I really want you to learn from me as I go through this journey as a novice on social media that just cares about you. So if you're watching this and you already have 1,000 followers on Instagram and you have a YouTube channel, it's already growing, then this is the perfect episode for you. If you're not at that point, then there's 4 things that I want to give you that'll help you get to that point, because this episode's not going to be that. Number 1, I have a course on this. It's probably one of the most bought courses on my website. It's the social media training course. It's got tons of modules, lots of free ebooks. It'll help you go build all your stuff off the ground. Number 2, I recently had Jimmy Conover, a mentor and friend of mine, who probably is the best social media coach out there in regards to helping realtors get more exposure, grow their platforms, and convert on Instagram. I had him come on and coach a lot of the realtors I work with, and that video, that hour training, is probably the best training per minute I've ever seen in regards to growing your channel. When I first got into social media, I locked myself in my room. I read all the books I could. I went and hired 7 coaches that year. I closed 13 local deals through my new Instagram page that I had created for that market. And then obviously I used a lot of the techniques on Davis Sales Training here on YouTube and on Instagram. And that hour is the best hour that you'll ever watch in regards to how to grow your topic. If you want access to that exclusive video, comment Jimmy Conover down below, and I'll make sure I get that link out to you. Or find me on Instagram and shoot me a DM as well that you want that video. The third thing that I can give you is I then went on his platform and talked about conversion and how to really grow an authentic audience. Because let's be honest, there are so many people all over YouTube and Instagram that are buying views, that it's not organic, that it's all fake for show. And how do you know that? Go look at their engagement. If they've got all these views and no engagement, they're buying it and it's fake. I had to grow it organically, knowing your name on Instagram and here on YouTube. And that took a lot of work. And if you want to know how to do that, then comment down below conversion or shoot me a DM on Instagram, and I'll make sure I get you that video so you can learn how to better convert and grow an organic audience. All of that will help you go grow your first 1,000 followers on all the platforms. Now, if you really want to put gas on it, that's what we're going to talk about today. There's a couple principles that I was thinking about recently that helped me cross over that 10,000 mark. There's certain people that I'm following at this point that I'm learning from that I want to share with you who they are, what they're teaching, what am I learning in order to grow the account now at this level. And I'm sure here in a couple months when I hit 20,000, 25,000, the lessons will be different then, and I'll do another video. When we hit 50,000, the lessons will be different then, and I'll share another video. But I really want you to learn from me as I go through this journey as a novice on social media that just cares about you. All right, let's talk about this. So grab your notes. The first thing that I'm going to talk about is have intention and take ownership. What do I mean by that? Take ownership in wanting to grow your audience. Most realtors struggle from obscurity. No one knows who you are. That's literally the number one thing that you're trying to overcome. You just need more people to know who you are. Don't leave it to chance. Don't hope that you have a viral video that goes off and that's why you grow. Or don't bank on collaborating with other realtors and hopefully that's how you grow. Now, all that's important, but you can strategically push your business after you get past 1,000 followers to keep growing. Most realtors are just stagnant and they're okay with 1,500 followers, 3,000 followers. Keep pushing the envelope. One thing that I wasn't doing the first 1,000 that I've been doing these last 9 is ads. I strategically went out and found a coach on ads so that I could learn how to target and go find aggressively clients that I wanted to work with. A lot of you were found through those ads, and that's been one thing that's given me the biggest bang for my buck. And what's cool is you're not buying views. It's not fake. The ad strategically will go find the person, your ideal client. They'll bring them to you, and then you can talk to them in their DMs and build a relationship right out of the gate. So if you guys aren't following Luke Dobson, you have to go follow him. It's been one of the biggest returns that I've seen these past 9,000 followers on both platforms is learning how to strategically put my face in front of more people through Instagram ads. So that's number one, something I wasn't doing in the first 1,000. Okay, the second thing is I feel like I've done a better job at studying marketing. My mindset and my identity has shifted to everything I post, everything I talk about, what I learn, how I communicate it, now comes from a massive lens of marketing. My whole career was sales. How do I build rapport, communicate the message, and present it properly? Well, none of that matters if no one knows who you are. You have to advertise and market it. And so the shift really lately has been seeing myself and everything I do as a marketing agency, as a marketing company. And as I've made that paradigm shift, as I've read more books on it, followed different people, it's allowed me to really just get a better understanding of how it works. And that helped me make that jump a ton as well. When you're building your first 1,000, a lot of it is just, how do I post? What do I post? Where do I post? And it's those types of questions. The more followers you get, you start to think, how do I deliver this message properly so that I can help more people? How do I package it properly? How do I communicate this so that it is seen by more people? You're looking at it from a different lens. The third thing has been to continue to be genuine and a real human. I still, when people follow me on Instagram, I still DM them. I still send them a voice recording and I say, hey, welcome to the page. It's so important that I know who you are and you know who I am as we develop this relationship. I see those people as friends. And if you keep that mentality that hopefully you had your first 1,000, you keep it as you keep growing, then the word's going to spread like fire. I get calls all the time and I ask hey, how'd you hear about me? Or I DM you in the DMs on Instagram and you tell me, or here on YouTube, yeah, so-and-so told me about you. Or the team at this brokerage had your training on the TV and that's how I found you. Well, how did those guys get the training? It's because when they followed me, I interacted with them on a genuine level. And so as you keep growing, that return is almost gas on the fire. If you try to cheat the system when you start, then you'll cheat the system as it gets bigger. And then you're going to get farther and farther away from your ideal client that it won't matter. So make sure you don't cheat the system, continue to be genuine, and continue to grow. The next item is talking on camera. This is something I've learned from Luke, again, Dobson. He's incredible at this. It's been so fun to be in his mastermind. If you guys want to be in his group or you want to get in his coaching, comment Luke Dobson below. I'll set up a group text so you guys can get to know him. But it's really the idea of talking to the one, just like we're doing right here. I'm talking to you as I know that you're at your house or in the car or at your office watching me. Talk to your clients like that on your platforms. Turn your camera around and look them in the eyes and talk to them. Don't say, hey, you guys, or how's everybody doing? How are you? And talk to them. That will, again, allow the authenticity of your account to really just grow like wildfire because everybody's going to start talking about your page and your content because of how genuine you are. Authenticity and being genuine is now the new business card that you're giving out. It's people talking to other people about you and what you offer. All right, so one of the last things I want to talk about is get better. Keep getting better. I see a lot of people when they get to 2,500 followers, they think that they made it. They've figured out Instagram. I'm here to tell you, I'm at 10,000 on Instagram and 4,000 over here on YouTube. And I still don't know 99% of everything. There are people that are at 40,000 on Instagram, that are at 120,000, that are over 1 million, and they're still learning, they're still growing. And here on YouTube as well, I'm still trying to make these videos better for you. I'm trying to get more edits, more pacing, more specific topics to help you go do more business. If you have that attitude of get better, put content, listen to your customers and get better. Put content, listen to your customers and get better. If you keep at that rate, what you did in your first 1,000, keep doing in your next 9,000, it'll allow you to grow faster because of the ability you have to see what's working and see what's not working. And so I surround myself now by people that are a little bit more ahead of me that can help me speed that process up. When I was building the platforms and trying to get my first 1,000 on Instagram, again, it was more about me. How do I find out the schedule? How do I figure out what to post? Now it's who can I get around that will help me better communicate and help more people? And that's what I'm thinking about. And when I get around those people, they're thinking, how do I get better to better communicate my offering to my people? And so that's really allowed me to grow organically and fast on all the platforms, is look at it at how can I leverage this as R&D to get better over time every time I put out a video. All right, so let's wrap up. I essentially just wanted to touch base with you. I wanted to talk to you face to face and let you in on what's working that's different than what was working at the beginning. And I'm so excited in a couple months when I cross over another milestone to come back and talk to you what's working then. If you have this mindset, if you understand that obscurity is your biggest obstacle as a realtor, and you can leverage these platforms to get in front of more people and build genuine connections, and that accelerates your business, then you'll want to go grow your accounts. But if you're stagnant and you're stuck and you think you've made it and you're at a lower account, then you're not going to do what we talked about today. So if you're at 1,000 followers and you're just building your YouTube and you've done 15 episodes here on this platform, then this was a perfect episode for you. Go check your notes, see what you learned. And if you have any other questions and you want to collaborate and pick my brain, then just reach out to me on Instagram, shoot me a DM and let's chat back and forth. I'll do a free profile audit and see how you can get better and go from 1,000 followers to your next 5,000 to your next 10,000.